everybody. My name is Amanda Cann, and my coworker, Barb Bergsma, is lucky to be at Muskrat Camp, so I'm here to represent the two of us and the spiral we did through our school at Vanier. We're both LATs. I work with a lot of grade 8 and 9 students, and Barb works with a lot of 10, 11, and 12 students. And we had a lot of great ideas going into the spiral that we wanted to try and do, we wanted to fix, we wanted to create. But then we took a step back and we went through all the steps of the spiral like it requested us to. So we went to the scan, we worked with our teachers, presented them with the survey as well as with our students. And we got an overwhelming response that the competency that needed to be worked on, which was somewhat one of our direct questions, what competency do we need to assist with, was communication. This came as a shock to us. We thought this was something that was pretty natural and was going on and they could do, but we decided to keep pursuing it. That's a pretty big goal of communication, so we focused it down to target on our vulnerable learners. Since we're LATs, makes us easy to access students on IEPs, ELL, and student support plan, students that are using those tools to help them get through school. We had a hunch that our students may need help in communicating their learning needs, what they need to tell their teachers in order to have success, especially in regards to these vulnerable learners. So when we were doing some learning and some research, we took a good look at some I statements that are out there within the competencies, and we did lots of reading on learning preferences, which we discovered are a little bit vague and not all that well defined. We created a second student questionnaire using some of the questions that are on this new format for IEPs. So asking students, what are your interests? What are your learning preferences or learning styles? What do teachers need to know about you? And we discovered that a lot of the grade 8 and 9 students couldn't answer these questions. And they were also very uncomfortable answering these questions. We give them a happy face or a disgruntled face on their questionnaire, and many of them were very uncomfortable sharing this information. The 10 to 12 students were a little bit higher, but this was a big shock to us, thinking that students in grade 8 and 9 should be comfortable by that point in sharing that with their teachers. And I think we take this for granted that our grade 7 students coming in can do this. And so it was a real eye-opener. In terms of our action, we've recognized the significant difference between the junior and senior students. We've learned that we need to teach them about learning preferences and how to answer the questions in regard to what teachers need to know about them. I'll just give you an example that one of my students, who is quite bright, his answer was, they need to know my name, maybe? Like, I think that's what they need to know about me. So that was a real eye-opener that we need to help these guys in their communication skills. Our check, part of the spiral, we will need to provide some individualized instruction and re-administer our survey possibly next year and compare our baseline data to see if we've assisted these students get further in their communication abilities. So what's next for us? Our spiral starts again with developing ways to teach them these skills. As I've discussed, some of them will need explicit instruction. We may be able to target small groups or one-on-one, depending on their needs. We'll help them answer the questions that they actually need to fill out on their IEP. After they receive instruction in this area, we hope that they're more comfortable sharing it within the school realm and outside of the school building. And the real eye-opener for us in this spiral that I really struggled with, but I keep trying to tell myself it's okay, that even though these results are obvious, it took us to do the spiral to get there. And I'm very thankful for that. And I'm thankful for the process of the spiral and for a wonderful admin team to help us get through that. And that's that.